Hi, this is Yahira Lobos. I am in beautiful Arizona right now. Look where I get to live. Down the street, I live in the Tonto National Forest of Arizona. Today's date is March 26th, 2023. We want to give thanks for all of the natural tundra and beauty. I just did a video where I called in the 7 directions. And so I just want to share a little bit that's coming through for today and the current energies from Yahira Lobos, connecting with Source and the ancestors of this land, Pachamama, that is Mother Earth, a cosmic being. We are all connected. We are one. There is no above, no below. We are coming back to the sacred circle, to the sacred heart. We are the advocates and the activists. We are the movers and shakers, the new earth visionaries that are implementing the blueprints for the new earth. We are the ones that are remembering who we are on our hero's journey. We are part of this very thread that is birthing the new earth as we speak. We have planets that have just moved into Aquarius and Pisces. We have Saturn no longer in Capricorn. It is in Aquarius. What a new age of the golden era. We have Pluto, the planet of the underdog, in Pisces, a water planet. We just had the spring equinox on March 20th and a new moon on the 21st that just took place in Aries. We have 5 planets that is now in Aries. We are looking at a fiery season, a time to go forward. We are looking at ways in which we are bringing higher technology online through our businesses. We are reinventing who we are. We are in the great purification. We are cleansing, purifying all of the systems as they are crumbling and dissolving, the economic systems, the educational system, the banking systems, the ways in which we looked at the world through media. We have been finding out that many of us have been programmed and conditioned. We are very aware that we are waking up consciously as a collective. We are looking at the ways in which we could reinvent ourselves and let go of all the things that no longer matter. As every human being is here on the planet, we all matter. It's not just about one culture or religion. We've all been victims in our ancestral lineages through our mother and fathers, grandparents, our great-grandparents. If we look at their history and we ask the bigger questions, if you haven't already, I ask that all family members get the recorded history of where your parents come from, get your DNA done, what is your gene keys, and your human design, your astrology. Ask your parents about their history, their geographical locations, their religion, their culture. Learn from their mistakes, their weaknesses. What legacies have they left behind? How have they been separated? What of the traumas that have been handed down from generation to generation? How could you better understand the decisions that you made in your life that may seem like a curse or karma? How can you clean up your mess? How could we as a people take responsibility for our energy, our actions, our words? How could we stop shaming and blaming and start taking personal responsibility for how we want to live our life today? We have technology and resources that is available for anybody who might want to turn their life over. To be of service, to be connected to God is a choice. Most people in this great purification right now, we are fulfilling many different prophecies from all around the globe. It doesn't matter what you believe in, it's how you choose to respond to your light, your life. How are you using your energy? Are you blaming the whole world for how you came into this world? Do you remember who you are in contract with Great Creator, with the source of all that there is? Do you believe in anything that is other than just the mundane, three-dimensional world in which the materialistic world exists? Do you have a connection to the spirit of the beauty of this world, of this earth, to the air, to the wind, to the trees, to the places that you receive your food, your information, your wisdom? We learn from nature, from the sky, from the wind, from the herbs, from the flowers, from the animals, and from the water, from the fire, from the mountains, from the valleys, from the deserts. We learn and we gather our resources from this earth. How are we advocating? How are we a voice for Pachamama? How do we care about our communities, our families? How are we giving back? Is it all about money? How do we actually take our voices and use it for the greater good of all? How do we care for Pachamama and Mother Earth and all of her resources and all of humanity? What have we learned in this world that we can teach others how to live a better life? An example would be how I turned my life over 11 years ago. It'll be 12 years this year. December 8th of 2012, I got arrested. And it was a choice that I needed to make, to either connect to Great Creator and choose the light, or choose a life that I'm a victim, where I'm a survivor of all abuses, and I am. As a child, I was abused, neglected, abandoned, ostracized, raped, beaten. And, I did drugs, I drank alcohol, I was diagnosed with mental health issues. But how was I going to choose to live? At the age of 40, I had a wake-up call, a brutal one. And I don't wish my brutal wake-up call on anybody. But that was the contract I made with God, was to get myself far away from God and my light, and to bring me a wake-up call, and I happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, breaking up a fight, and the New York Police Department thought that they would have a day on me, and I got brutally beaten. And in the middle of that, I had a wake-up call with Archangel Michael asking me to choose a side. And I remember screaming in front of hundreds of people on 4th and 3rd Avenue right after a DRI and a undivided hardcore death metal show at Webster Hall in the Lower East Side of Manhattan, screaming, "I choose the light! I choose the light!" And I got to tell you, ever since then, Great Creator has sent me on a mission to travel around the United States, to travel around the globe, and to listen to the voice of God about how I could be of service and of use. And as somebody who has been listening to the voice of God as a channel, as a conduit, I went to these transformational music and art festivals, and I decided to help others, the children of the corn, the younger generations. Youth that were at these festivals were just like me. They were really gifted. They too were diagnosed with mental illness. I suffered from CPTSD, PTSD, depression, and so did so many of the starseed children, the youth. I find myself to be one of the old school indigos, and I was born in 1971. I grew up in a death metal world in New York State, but I spent 25 years in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And I got to live amongst the indigenous peoples and learn as I traveled around the United States. I listened to the history, the real history, coming from our natives, our elders, and our elders that came from all different walks of life, not just our indigenous brothers and sisters. But this is how I started to become of service. I started to chop the wood, carry the water, and started to heal thyself by getting certifications and learning how to meditate, do Qigong, do yoga. And so today I get to be of service in a big way as an oracle. We're creating an app called the Oracle. Wait till you see. Me and my sisters, we're getting together and creating a way to help other people to onboard their visions and to tap into the connection of all that there is and see how you can actually make a difference in the world, taking your lessons that you learned from your lessons and turning all the dust into gold and really making yourself something beautiful in life and not being a victim. It's learning how to get out of victimhood and ending that cycle that we have as humanity have been trapped in. The Native Americans have a voice. Our African Americans have a voice. Women and children have a voice. Pachamama has a voice here. all of our Latinas and our Asian brothers and sisters of the third world countries, of our tribal worlds. They have a voice. All of the men that have been abused in this world, they have a voice. All of our different unique beings that are LGBTQT, they have a voice. We are now coming together to unify all colors, creeds, and religions back to the sacred circle, back to the sacred heart. We need to create councils and talking circles. So Yahira Lobos has been invited by Chief Phil. I want to give thanks to the Four Worlds Institute. If you want to know how to be a voice talking about subjects that are being brought to the sacred councils and the sacred circles, we have created the talking circles through Chief Phil's Four Worlds Society internationally. We have people that are certified to facilitate conversations that will get the conversation going. They've already been taking place for years. I received a scholarship on behalf of Chief Phil Lane, and I'm so grateful for him. But now it's time for me to do my part as Yahira Lobos, as a conduit, as a mediator, as a consultant. Here, as a visionary of North America, we are asking others to make a list of the topics that they would like to talk about globally, what's happening in your community as a voice. Represent where you come from. Who are you? What do you want to speak about? Where are you representing? How do you want to bring in the solutions? When do you want to bring in the solutions? We want to know why, what your why is, what your intentions are, what your prayers are, and how we can connect to the solutions that you may have. And we want to unify by sharing all of the resources and the tools online through the talking circles. The people need to show up sacredly. You know, we need to be dressed, meditated, prepared, create a sacred altar. All of our voices are going to be heard. There are many people that matter that are forming councils on every single continent. So we want to hear from you. And Crystal Nations Collective, which I'm the founder of, is going to be traveling this year to build rainbow medicine wheels to unify us, to come into the sacred circle. If you want a medicine wheel on your intentional land, we are only building them for people's private properties where we can come into the sacred in a relationship and communication with the land and the ancestors and your community, and we can see what is needed by listening and communicating and cooperating to build the new earth. It's going to take many people, many hands, many hearts, and many visions to come true. This isn't a competition. We're here out for one another. Many of us have been through a lot of suffering. I am one. I know what it's like to be ostracized, to be separated from your family. I haven't been home to New York in 10 years since I buried my father and 6 of my really close friends. Many of us have lost many people in the last couple of years with COVID. Many people have received the jab, and many people may have been sick or are sick or afraid of getting sick. We, the people, have the solutions, the natural solutions. It's in the plant medicine, it's in the nutrients, it's in detoxing, it's in purifying our body, mind, heart, and soul. How do we do that? We, the leaders, are having the talking circles to have the conversations, to promote and advocate, and to be the voice for all those who do not have a voice, to connect us all, to interconnect us all. We just need to give it a bigger voice. Online is a great way to do it. There'll be ceremonies that are happening all around the globe with the fire, with the air, with the earth. There are going to be activism and protest, and we ask that people be smart and connect to their higher selves and ask Great Creator and your ancestors, how can you make a difference? What really matters? What's for you to do and what's not for you? Don't just follow the crowd. Don't be a sheep. You're unique. Use your mind in the best way possible. If you are just getting out of hell, just waking up, getting off of drugs, if you're still on drugs, if you drink, it can cause psychosis. So to get sober is the number one. And join groups, NA, AA. There's families that are gathering together all around the globe. You don't have to be a blood family to find your family. Look for your soul tribe by joining activities that you love and you like skiing and snowboarding and skating and walking and hiking and biking and playing cards and basketball and swimming and just working out at the gym and going to beautiful musicals and making art and painting and being crafty, making your own clothes, learning how to do permaculture, growing your own food. Do something that's going to make a difference in the world. There's hungry people in the world. If you're up and able and you are functioning and you can actually see, smell, walk, talk, feel like love, give love, receive love, then you are so gifted. We have been programmed to think that we're not enough, that we're not lovable, but we are so lovable and we are enough. And there are people that don't have sight, that can't hear, that have X amount of body limbs broken or actually missing from war, from fights, from accidents. And what we're asking, even those people are making a difference. They're making a really huge difference. So for anybody that is, doing drugs or drinking, or you think that you're so mentally fucked up or insecure or anxious or nervous or whatever it is that you think, it's not true. Because the truth of the matter is that we all suffer so that we can heal, so that we can be of service. Being of service is where it's all at. That's the new black. That's the funnest thing, to be out there, to ask other people, to prepare food, to chop the wood, to have a fire, to have an event, to teach the children, to having a project, to be able to feed people, to make people laugh, to just listen to people. There is so much that you can do, to clean, to organize, to just be there, just sit there with people. Like, you have no idea. A mother giving her 5 minutes for a day to so that she could take care of herself and do self-love and care. And all these things matter. We can take walks. We can walk our friends' dogs. We can do so much. So learn how to purify the water, learn how to grow the food, learn how to cook the healthy food and feed the family, feed the people. And we want to say thank you to all of the elders that are passing down the wisdoms. There are so many people like myself that our parents are gone. We have no aunts, uncles, grandparents. They are depleted. I'm only 51 and I have a bunch of aunts and uncles that are just about to leave. They're in their 80s, approaching. So many of us need the elders to pass down the wisdom around the fire at the events and come and just be a voice. We love you. We want to hear from you. We thank you. Join our talking circles and let us know what subjects you want us to talk about. How can we help you? How could we make a difference? How could we be the change that we want to see in the world? And I want to say thank you so much to Great Creator. I'm so grateful for having an opportunity finally to be a voice for the people, because we are the people. And I'm just going to play a song for all of us. People are the heart tribe. Rise up. So hold on. I have a bunch of children of the corn. Hold on, people. People of the heart tribe, rise up. People of the heart tribe, rise up now. Some say namaste. Some say they talk with our son. Some say some say shalom. And we all call Mother Earth our home. Protect her, respect her, and just remember never to neglect her. Ow! Give thanks, Great Creator. Aho. Wait. People of the whole tribe.